Welcome back to Rimworld. My name is Clear, and the march of civilization continues onwards for our colony here in Rimworld, despite the game's best attempts at ending this run. Well, I guess the main issue I'm having now is feeding the colonists, since I don't think they've got enough rice production going for that yet, especially with the lavish meals, since that's what I've been cooking to, well, keep everybody's mood up. And also the fact that guests keep buying those lavish meals. So, there's that to also consider. So, basically, I need to increase the rice production, while also increasing housing at the same time. And, yeah. At some point, I'm just gonna run out of room on this map. Looks like we got another batch of visitors, and they're afraid to enter my territory for the following reasons. Temperature. I think I brought the air conditioning to deal with this issue, though. And hey, some of them are even have relations with one of our colonists, and it's all Ninja. So Ninja's grandmother, grandfather, great-grandfather, and kin are all paying us a visit. Oh boy, 5 race mechanites on day 511. So let's see, it's Kazarov, Kinda, Trader, Bar, who is also dealing with century mechanites. Mutter, Lottie, Poyon, Zevon, and Ninjak, who all have 5 race mechanites. And if the 5 race mechanites weren't enough, some of our animals even had the plague. It's just a turkey though. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with them, our colonists. Wanna bet it's Ninjak? Yep, it's Ninjaks. Specifically, their cousin. And we have a store of 100 out of that batch of visitors, and a gift. 221 silver. And that's another 3% bonus to the medical surgery success chance. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like we got a gift from one of the visitors. Most shots, bowler hat, normal quality, hunter pack. Well, looks like, Mooter's brother is paying us a visit as a raider. And never mind, the anti-aircraft weapons got to them. Mooter's off on a sad wander. The final shot was hijacked a drone. And that's a 3% bonus to the general labor speed. Run that one again, please. Well, let's just see what we are getting from those, from these turtle pods. Corn. 152 to be exact. Well, I guess we just have a pet dough now. Yep, I guess that's just a thing. And that's a 3% bonus to the melee damage factor. Run that one again, please. And it looks like some relations of our colonists are paying us a visit. Wanna bet it's Ninjak? Nope, it's Brennan. Specifically, Brennan's grandson. Well, looks like we received 61 Nodhorns as a gift from some visitors. And that's a 3% bonus to the mechanoid shredding efficiency. Let's see now. Run that one again, please. And that's another 3% to the mining speed for our colonists. Run that one again, please. Well, we had a pretty fun room party. In fact, it was so fun, I wonder who wants to join. Okay. Best at mining, still level 8. Let's just see what you're like. No conditions, so that's good. Sexually sensitive, chemical interest, delicate kind. He was eaten by a harpbeetle. Well, looks like we got the mechanoids incoming. So, lots of doors, and pretend the outside world does not exist, for a little bit. Because, right now, currently it doesn't. At least not to my colonists for now. Oh, it's one of these raids where they're just gonna sit around and, let us go, going up on them with artillery. So that's nice. And I need to expand the allowed, areas for a little bit. Just to include the new, zone in the colony. Oh well, those mechanoids are gonna run into the turrets, head first anyways. See? Of course, they also happen to be, pretty okay at, offlining my turrets. Maybe I should build some, cod tummies up here, next time I let the colonists out. Oh well, looks like the mechanoids are, inbound. If they can even get past the turrets, that is. And of course, the, hallway of traps. And that's the last of the mechanoids. They never even made it past the turrets. They got most of them, though. Well, looks like, Belly has hit a growth moment, or rather Bell. Let's see, I'll take, Patchy, well, a passion in intellectual, and then another passion in, medical, and fast learner as a trait. Anyways, let's turn you off into the research. Oh wait, you're too young for that. I forgot. Well, we just had a pretty fun troop fair. In fact, it was so fun, I wonder who wants to join Bailey. Best at artistics level 10. Let's see, any health problems? Prosthetic cleft leg, stretch start. It's painful and stretch start that's itchy on the right leg. Turn your happy noticed, oh. Cannibal. Bailey was eaten by a ward. Also, fun fact, legendary double strand form of vest cost 833 silver to the traders. Rather, I did 833 silver from them. Anyways, that should take care of that. And that's a 3% bonus to the medical surgery success chance. Run that one again. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with some of our colonists. Let's just see who they are. Ninja's 10. Okay. Well, let's see what the social fight between Cave and Coven is about. Cave loudly insulted Coven's father's construction skill. This drove Coven into a rage. Alright. And that's another 3% to the medical operation speed of our colonists. Run that one again, please. Okay, what happened over here to, you? Well, I guess I'm just not gonna question it. And that's the story of 81 out of that batch of visitors. And a gift. 81 uranium. Well, looks like we brought some cardopods. Let's just see what's inside. And they're all the way out here. 6 slides, help, or lever. Alright. Well, looks like Lucky and Muchinito are having a bit of a social spat. Muchinito compared Lucky to a burglar. Well, now to explain that. And that's a 3% bonus to the melee dodge chance. Run that one again, please. And that's another 3% bonus to the melee damage factor. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with, some of our colonists. Wanna bet it's Ninjat? Yep, it's all Ninjat. So, 2 Ninjats can, and Ninjats ain't. Well, I guess we just have a pet boomer right now. And that's a story of 100 from that batch of visitors. And a gift! One singular advanced opponent. Okay. Looks like the Empire and the Sun wants to pay us a visit. The only problem is the Avali patmates. You know what? Sure, I'll ensure safety. And that's a 3% bonus to the global word speed. Run that one again, please. Well, we successfully converted Glasses over to our religion. Glasses is also a dust. And we have a store of 78 out of that batch of dusts. Zevon is off on a tantrum. The final straw was high-sector drone, and the target is random things in a room. Lobov is catatonic. The final straw was high-sector drone. Alright. Well, looks like Minav is off on a tantrum. The final straw was high-sector drone, and the target is random things in a room. Okay. Lucky's turn for days. I guess it's tis the season for mental breakdowns because of the high-sector drone. And we have coordinated at 16 on in that batch of guests, but somehow we also have a gift. Ranger bow, normal quality, and claw saber. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with some of our colonists, and Batra has gone off on a tangent. The final straw was high-sector drone, and the best electric crematorium is the target. Okay. And let's just see who I have relationships, and it's all Ninja. And that's a 3% bonus to the carrying capacity of our colonists. Do that one again, please. Well, Mercury has given up. No you don't. Yoink! And it looks like a bad one to fight between man and machine for the destruction of the electric crematorium. Let's make that one out of granite. Alright, let's work on getting you recruited again. Okay, let's see who had the breakup. Zedrath and Zevon. Well, wonder how Belle over here feels about that one. Well, looks like the Metronoid cluster has arrived. Oh well, I know a perfect counter to this one. It's called, you pass out the motor orders, and then you, tell the colonists to open fire. And Bar just goes off on a food binge when, yeah. I guess Lucky will have to replace Bar. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, everybody has their motor orders now. Set first target, and we're gonna target these, Tosset Spewer. Because, that's a threat. And then open fire. Alright, let's see, how much damage, the Metroids, get from getting bracketed by the, artillery. Oh yeah, plenty of damage. And straight into the turrets for them. Well, they're not our problem, no. They're the turrets. Don't know if any of them will make him past the turrets and into the hallway of traps. And the answer is probably no on that one. And it looks like one of the turrets is gonna go boom. And one of them is just straight up out of ammunition. And the Tosset Spear is still up. Although it only has a 6.7% remaining on the health. And it's done. Alright, all mourners, target the Metroids that are shooting our turrets. You know, it'd probably be faster just to send in the, colonists. Well, it's set for you since you need a, new main weapon, Ninja. Oh well, you can take a bit of a detour to get a mini-gun. Actually, I might just send you home. Alright, let's see now. Right, so the colonists are actually hitting each other. That's not good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the colonists are more of a threat to each other than the Mechanoids. Kazarov has gone off on a date. Have fun, Kazarov! Anyways, that takes care of the Metroid cluster, according to the game. But there's still one, med capsule left, and I think that's a robot's job to deal with. Well, I think it's just time to just release, Mooter here. So, release. Welcome back, Mooter. We have a star of 62 from that batch of visitors, and a gift. Flat pants, normal quality. Okay. And that's a 3% bonus to the toxic resistance for colonists. Run that one again, please. Aren't bad and Zad. Why are you in a social spat with each other? Zach implying the negative things about, Brad's hairstyle. Okay. Well, looks like we got hostiles inbound. So, our robots are going to be going to Area 1, effective immediately. And all colonists, that can find are going to be heading down here. If the, turrets don't get to the raiders first. Well, boom up went boom. Mostly because it got in the way of the turrets. Well, looks like they just decided to go in on these turrets, so let's go remind them that the colonists exist. And probably shouldn't be ignored. Oh, and, what are you doing yet? Silly goober? Go back to the base. Oh wait, I think that's my fault. Well, I think they know we're here. Time to go save our turrets. Well, they're fleeing now. Well, they'll actually make it, very far. Some of them will. Do I actually want to keep anybody from this raid? Body pierce, chemical fascination, no, delicate, love off. Stabilize and capture. Fobnap, too smart kind. Nothing too objectionable here. Ninja. Stabilize and capture. Anybody else? C. Bloodless, tortured artist, slowpoke, yeah, I think it's the bloodless that's the problem there. It's not. Let's see you, Jolt. Kind. Alright, Kazarov. Empty hoppity, yoink. Factory pass, steadfast. Chemical interest, nimble. Alright, I guess, you can, join the colony. And I think that's gonna be your job, Mooter. Stabilize and capture. And I think that's all we're gonna be taking from this raid. And, let's say Machinito is going off on a food bench. The file straw was insulted. Well, looks like, Cause has made it safely to present self, so convert. Provknife has also made it to present self safely. Convert. Best quality for both of them. Ninja is off on a tantrum. The file straw was ravenously hungry. And the target is random things in his room. Alright, have fun, Ninja. Alright, so, Kazarov's, prisoner has made it safely to the prison cell. Jolt. Convert. And best quality. Same thing with you, bitch. Convert. And best quality medicine. Oh, you need a new spine, too. Luckily, I checked. So, I guess you're getting a new spine whether you like it or not. So that should take care of you. Anything I need to know about you? Okay, you need a new left leg. It's all bionic left leg. Same team as before. Bitch has successfully received her bionic spine. Jolt has successfully received his bionic leg that he needed. And these two, don't really need a new, limb. At least not yet. Of course, Provnav might need a new right foot. Let's give him the new, right leg anyways. With the same team as before. Well, I guess we just have a pet Ibets Ram now, so that's, something. And that's a 3% bonus to the melee dodge chance for our colonists. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like we're dealing with the plague. Nathan, Bar, Brennan, Zach, and Nubba all on the plague now. And we have successfully converted one of our, prisoners, Jolt. Alright, so recruit. And that's a score of 57 out of that batch of visitors, and a gift. 5 Glitterworld medicine. Well, looks like we got another conversion off on bitch. So, recruit. And that's a 3% bonus to the general labor speed for our colonists. Run that one again, please. And Zach and Kazarov decided to have a bit of a social spat in the middle of a, well, celebration. What was it even about? Oh, Zach was flagrantly insulting Kazarov's haughtiness. Okay, and that was during a party of truth, I might add. Well, it's Bar and Kazarov's turn to have a bit of a social spat. I wonder what this one was about. Personality, I see. Well, looks like some of the visitors have relationships with some of our colonists, so let's just see who it is, and it's all Ninja. So Ninja's Stranded, and Ninja's 10 is paying us a visit. Zevon is off on a sad wonder. Let's just see what it's about. Serious pain was the final straw. Alright, have fun, Zevon. Well, let's see who was successfully converted. Pavnav. Recruit. And that's a 3% bonus to the rouse rate multiplier. Run that one again, please. And Richard's having a bit of a crisis of belief. And the reason was, her brother died. Okay. Well, looks like we've got another batch of visitors that have relationships with some of our colonists. Wanna bet it's Ninja? Yep, it's Ninja. Specifically, their cousin. One of them, anyways. Ooh, hey, looks like we fired off another conversion on Zeke. Who was a dust. Well, I guess I never actually switched Tazov to recruiting after the conversion. Oh well, it is what it is. Looks like Bobnav has decided to go off on a bit of a prison break, so Tritter's gonna deal with that. And hopefully not end up absolutely killing Bobnav. Oh dear. Well, I guess Merker is also gonna help. And then it's at Bobnav. Well, Tritter got to Bobnav first, followed by Merker. No! Oh, no. Well, and there goes our prisoner. Ay. That's what I didn't want to happen. Thanks, you goober. We have a star of 68 out of that batch of visitors, and a gift. 16 medicine. And that's a 3% bonus to the research speed for our colonists. Run that one again, please. Well, looks like we're dealing with the raid. 121 raiders to be exact, with some reach-turn bows, a few short bows, and then some great bows as the only ranged option. So, yeah, bunch of primitives. So, it is what it is. And they're walking straight into the uranium sun turrets. So, yeah, that's nice for us. And of course, one of the turrets is drawn and go boom. Just like that. And oh yeah, lock the doors and pretend the outside world doesn't exist right now, because I think that's a solution for our robots. And of course, also our colonists. Because I don't want them getting, caught up in something that they really shouldn't be getting caught up in. And yeah, this is going to require us to rebuild our turrets out here, but oh well, it is what it is. Well, time for our other turrets to open fire now. Oh, some of them even made it to the Hallway of Traps. Didn't get very far though. Anyways, the raiders are fleeing now. And this one is probably gonna end up bashing up against the door. Tritter, that's your job. Bonk him over the head. Nope, just some of the turrets wanted to take a pot shot. Okay, Belly, what are you doing? Want Bell? Let's see, now, I wonder if many of you aren't gonna be any good. Charter, Delicate, Sanguine. Bad. Stabilize and yoink. Upgrade. Trigger happy, delicate, and capable of tearing. Brennan, that's your job. So, let's see. Stabilize up, upgrade, and then capture. And then the other one. Nope. Ooh, hey, Brawler and Super Mutant, Quit Sleeper. Actually not bad. So, capture you. And then that's gonna be Kazarov's job. So, let's see, Ibis. Stabilize, then capture. And I think that's all the prisoners that we're gonna be taking down in that batch of raiders. Coven is off on an insulting spree. The final straw was slept in the cold. Alright, so Ibis has safely made it. So convert. No health problems with you. And Bear has also safely made it to the present zone. So convert. Vitch has gone berserk. Ninja and Zakrath. That's gonna be your job. Just trying to hope nobody else decides to open fire, because that would just be rather embarrassing. To lose another prisoner. So please go down quietly. Yes, this is literally what I have to do to ensure my prisoner's survival. Because this is not a good spot for you to be doing that. Right, so that's you taken care of. Someone is off on a tantrum. The final straw was divorced by Zakrath. Fair enough. I think I've hit a good stopping point for this video, so like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video and its playlist. All social media if you want to help out the channel and the algorithm for free. And if you want to support the channel financially, there's a link to my Ko-Fi in the description below where you can do exactly that for as little as $1 a month. There's also the Amazon affiliate route if you want to support the channel that way, too. It doesn't cost you anything extra either, and it also doesn't have to be the thing listed in the description. It can just be whatever you want, really. Anyways, I'll also see you in the next one tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. Bye!